Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to ACW Presents Reboot. I am PCW CEO Malcolm King. Alongside me is my brother, ACW CEO Chris Mack, and General Manager of ACW, the man, the myth, the legend himself, our best color commentator known to date, Dre Horton. Gentlemen, are you guys ready for a absolute terror of a show with Reboot?
Welcome to Tokyo, baby.
みかんさんがガチャガチャガチャガチャガチャガチャ Tokyo.
Oh,
I didn't know you were bilingual, Dre.
Hell no, but I like bilingual women.
might be a lot of bi things he is, but lingual may not be one of them.
Wait, no, I'm not gonna agree with that.
Wait a minute.
Not gonna agree
Wait
with
a
that.
minute.
Not gonna agree with that.
Hashtag pride. Hashtag pride. Hashtag
Hey,
pride. Look,
hey,
we support
hey.
everything. We support everything. But
That's
Chris
it.
Mack, let me just say this to you, my brother. I saw this card while I was doing PCW things, and I started thinking, you know what? You got something special here. You have something very, very special here because from top to bottom, this is the best card I have ever seen. And as someone that all of us are very familiar with, say, ACW is the best show in the world to date. And we're not going to mention the name of the person who said that because he's an absolute cuck of an individual. But
Hey,
this is one
yo.
hell of a card.
Well,
Hashtag Bobby Wagner sucks. But Reboot, we're in the Tokyo Dome, right? We got
The
some
legendary Tokyo Dome,
the
baby.
legendary Tokyo Dome. We got some title matches in store, Mr. Chris Mack. We got some opportunities for some young individuals inside of this E-Fed world, Mr. Chris Mack. Match number one. Let the people know. Let the ACW universe know what match number one is. Let's jump right into this show.
Match number one is a battle royal to determine the number one contender for the brand new and stated ACW United States Championship.
ooh,
And I mean, as you can see from the picture I had posted on the social media, we spared no expense on this one, just like we did when we made that brand new, beautiful ACW World Heavyweight Championship. That's going to be decided later tonight. But we got a who's who of young up and coming talent, and a couple of vets sprinkled out in there. We got No Mercy, David Hill. We got the mighty mastodon of the Church of Misery himself, the Mammoth Mayhem.
okay.
We got the one, the only Johnny, don't call him Rockstar Allegiance. We've got the worldwide luchador, the notorious Desperado KC Luchador. We have Kenzo X. We have the man from Ireland, the Belfast Brawler himself, the Irish Pitbull. We have a few newcomers to ACW. We got Tyler Extreme. We got Austin Wild. We got El Matan and Red John. They're all going to be mixing it up for that number one contendership, for that new championship.
One of the biggest opportunities for some of these individuals to date happens right
absolutely.
now. It happens tonight. My question is, who has what it takes to get to the top of that mountain? Because later on tonight, after you have unified those championships, we get to see the current champion of the Internet Championship and the No Limits Championship, the legendary Flower Princess, taking on the up and coming, the ever so charismatic Southern heart. So one of these individuals in this match gets an opportunity to face the winner of the first ever United States champion inside of ACW's walls.
That's it. That is it, man. And without further ado, let's get to it. All the competitors are in the ring as the referee signals for the bell, but shining down by Lupe Fiasco blasts through the Tokyo Dome as the mighty Mastodon from the Church of Misery, the Mammoth Mayhem. He makes his way down. He's the last man to enter, but he doesn't get into the ring. He instead grabs a chair and takes a seat at ringside. And he tells the referee, "Start the match, ref."
Huh.
I think Mammoth's gonna he's gonna play the
Strategy.
smart move. He's gonna sit back and he's gonna pick his moment.
Hey, when you represent the Church of Misery, you do what you want. There's literally no superstar, no individual superstar, no individual team of compiled superstars that can take on the Church of Misery. So, Mammoth Mayhem marking his territory, staking his claim, letting the referee know, you start it, I'll enter when I damn well please.
Absolutely. The ref, he calls for the bell. David Hill and Irish Pitbull locking up, testing strength between the two men. David Hill with a big headlock on Irish Pitbull. David Hill, Irish whips the Pitbull into the ropes and connects with a shoulder tackle to Irish Pitbull, knocking him down. As Casey Luchador, he hits a cutter on David Hill.
Uh-oh.
Johnny Rockstar nails a clothesline on Casey Luchador. Tyler Extreme hits a knee strike to Rockstar. Kenzo X out of nowhere with a super kick party to Tyler Extreme. Austin Wilde nails a vicious spear to Tyler Extreme. El Matan with a big Hurricane Rana on Austin Wilde. A choke slam to El Matan by Red John, and a body slam from Red John to David Hill. All competitors are down at the moment. David Hill is standing tall right now, and Mammoth Mayhem is just looking on from ringside. David Hill, he grabs Kenzo X and he tosses him to the turnbuckle. Hill then rushes and connects with a huge splash, but Kenzo moves out of the way and he eats that turnbuckle.
That is not a breakfast, lunch, or dinner that I would like to have on any day.
Absolutely, and David Hill is no small man. All that momentum behind him, that had to hurt. That had to hurt.
Yeah. He's going to need some dental work afterwards.
He very well could. I mean, if he overshoots that just a little bit and nails that ring post, like we've seen happen to one Mr. Claudio Castagnoli, as he's now known. But moving on, Kenzo turns around and he nails a drop kick to David Hill as he stumbles to the middle rope. Kenzo and El Matan rushes and connects with a double drop kick, shades of the Rock and Roll Express right there to David Hill as he is up and over. And David Hill is the first man eliminated from this match.
See ya, David.
Hey, you showed too much mercy, my guy. I don't know what to tell you, bro.
He said no mercy, but he showed a lot of mercy.
Yes,
a little too much.
Guys, Kenzo laughs as he watches David Hill walk to the back, but El Matan, laying in wait, connects with a Hurricanrana to Kenzo, eliminating him in the process. Quick elimination there. El Matan picking his spot. Irish Pitbull and Johnny Rockstar are seen trading lefts and rights as Rockstar nails Irish Pitbull with a Pele kick, knocking him out of the ring and eliminating him. So Johnny Rockstar with a elimination here early to the Belfast Brawler himself, Irish Pitbull.
And I gotta say, Malcolm, pardon the pun, but that was absolutely Phenomenal, baby.
Phenomenal.
I love it. I love it. Guys, Tyler Extreme and Austin Wild are battling back and forth. Tyler with a right hand to Austin, then Austin with a left hand to Tyler. Then Tyler responds with a slap to Austin. Then Austin responds with a slap to Tyler. Both men trading blows and kicks. Casey Luchador and Johnny Rockstar grab Tyler and Austin. Irish whip both of them to eat into each other and connects with a double belly to belly suplex over both sides of the top rope, eliminating Tyler Extreme and Austin Wild. Let me just say this: Casey Luchador, Johnny Rockstar, they came here with a plan, they came here with a goal, and they are executing on all cylinders.
These two men are former tag team partners. I mean, they got a plan going into this, but remember, at the end of the day, it's every man for himself.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. So 4 men remain in the ring while Mayhem is still watching from the ringside, and Irish Pitbull is still nowhere to be found. As the 4 men begin to brawl in the ring, Mayhem slowly stands up from the chair, walks towards the ring. The 4 men in the ring stop to see the large Mamba standing on the ring apron.
Uh-oh.
As Mayhem
Uh-oh.
climbs over the top rope, out of nowhere,
What the hell
Casey
are you
Riddle
doing here?
hits Mayhem with a taser stick, shocking him over the top rope, eliminating him in the process. So he
Wait a
got
sec-
eliminated by Casey. What is he doing?
Casey
Why?
Riddle is not
He don't even work here.
involved in this match. He doesn't. Yeah, he's not a competitor inside of ACW.
Well, apparently we know that, but he just eliminated Mayhem with a taser stick.
I mean,
The fuck?
excuse me, guys. Casey, actually, I stand corrected. Casey Riddle, he is a part of Renegade. Renegade is able to be on both shows, but Casey Riddle showing up tonight for this match with no stake or no motivation or no reward from being here, eliminates the mighty Mastodon with a taser.
What a taser.
Mac, that is absolutely crazy.
I mean, that is a number one bad guy move right there.
Right. I guess Mayhem should have never got in the ring at all.
Yeah, he
Maybe-
should have
maybe-
chose a different moment.
Maybe he went in too soon. Who knows? I mean,
Yeah.
Well, guys, El Matan super kicks Casey Luchador, Johnny Rockstar with a clothesline to Red John. All 4 men are battling back and forth, connecting with all types of moves. Johnny Rockstar connects with El Matan. He tries to connect with that dark force kick to Casey Luchador, but Casey reverses it into the Desperado kick, eliminating both El Matan and Red John in the process. Let me just state this again, ladies and gentlemen. Casey Luchador just eliminated 2, not 1, but 2 men at once.
That boy's bad. That boy's bad.
He, as they used to say back in the day, Dre, he a bad mama jamma.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So the last 2 men, Casey Luchador and Johnny Rockstar, are throwing lefts and rights at each other, going back and forth. Put on an awesome clinic between the 2 men as Johnny Rockstar sets up the finisher. Casey Luchador out of nowhere, Irish Pitbull returns to the ring as we thought he was eliminated.
What
He
the hell?
turns Rockstar around and connects with that legendary slam, that Avalanche Death Valley driver.
Oh my
Casey
goodness.
Luchador grabs Johnny Rockstar and tosses him over the rope. Ladies and
Wow.
gentlemen, your winner of the Battle Royale, Mr. Casey Luchador.
Holy what is the motivation? What is the animosity? What is the problem that Irish Pitbull has with the fan favorite Johnny Rockstar to return after elimination and inadvertently cost Johnny Rockstar that opportunity here?
Who knows? It's weird. It's weird, man. I don't understand. What is this up with KC and the Irish pit bull helps him win? Like why?
I mean, it's every
Crazy.
man for himself. I mean,
Which is true. Which is true.
Guys, and I hate to say this to you, Chris Mack. I'm just seeing here as all the chaos and commotion in the ring is dying down. Irish Pitbull just grabbed a microphone, Chris Mack, and demanded to have a match with Johnny Rockstar.
Wow.
The
Oh.
Irish Belfast Brawler just called out Johnny Rockstar.
Mm. Well,
definitely going to take that in consideration for an upcoming episode of Terror. That is absolutely for sure.
All in all, my brother, congratulations to KC Luchador. He gets the opportunity, the number one contendership, to face the winner of the first ever United States Championship match here in ACW, whether it be against Flower Princess or the Southern Sweetheart herself, Southern Heart.
Absolutely. And those two are going to be locked inside a solid steel cage. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop to our brother CEO Donald Smith. And CEO Donald Smith just said Luchador is a fake Luchador. And I would have to agree with him because I know only one Luchador, and his name is El Tormenta. And listen, in CEO fashion, he would like to see that the steel cage match later on.
Hey,
he's asking the question: is it wrapped in barbed wire? Is it Chris Mack? Is it wrapped in barbed wire?
This is not an Asylum steel cage. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the Japanese officials to clear the barbed wire for that. So,
Mack,
whoa, ho, ho, ho.
Could we see a classic Luchador match between Casey Luchador and El Tormenta?
We may see that sooner than 2023.
Exactly. If he comes now,
may have to pull some strings on that.
See.
Here we go. Here we go.
Look, CEO. You know, we somehow got it into Ukraine for sibling rivalry, but they just wouldn't let it come over to Japan. It was too much tied up in customs. So maybe next time.
You can't ship all that kind of metal and stuff across, international waters.
That takes a lot of paperwork. That is for sure.
Yeah.
Well, you may as well clock out now, brother. Don't. Oh my God, he got a phone call. He's getting a phone call. No, come back, Mac. We want to hear the phone call.
There was an important message I had to reply to right there.
Well, exactly. Hey, CEO is upset about the fact that you can't get barbed wire onto the steel cage match for later on tonight. That might be something for another day, CEO. But match number 2, ladies and gentlemen, Sarabai versus Cletus the Bum in a flaming branding iron match, which might actually make the CEO happy.
I mean,
his style of match.
It is a favorite of the Japanese people, hailing from middle-aged and crazy himself, Mr. Terry Funk, in the days of FMW.
Now,
however, we were able to clear. The people demanded it. as
Let me
part of this best of 7 death match series for that hardcore championship. The people
and,
of Japan demanded it.
and just for the people who aren't following as closely as they should, Mr. Mack, what is the series record right now between Cletus the Bum and Sarabai?
I believe Sarabai is up at the moment 2-1.
Mm-hmm.
So this is
So this
this
is
this
yeah.
could pretty much seal the deal for Sarabai, or it could bring Cletus back into the race here.
Listen, I don't know if Cletus is from Ohio. I don't know if Cletus even follows basketball, but there's only been one time that I can remember off the top of my head in sports history where a team or an individual came back from a 3-1 deficit and won the series. So
I mean, didn't we not too long ago see something of that nature happen with a two certain teams, one from Boston and one from
that is
LA?
that is very true. That is very true, my brother. Well, let's jump right into match number 2, ladies and gentlemen. I'll kick it off for you, brothers. As Cletus walks down the ramp, Sarabai runs out of the back and hits him in the back with a double axe handle. Cletus rolls down the ramp as Sarabai walks over to the bin with branding irons and pours in the lighter fluid and lights it on fire. As the fire rages and the iron heats up, Cletus tackles Sarabai against the ring apron. Cletus then grabs Sarabai and rolls him into the ring. As Cletus starts climbing into the ring, Sarabai catches Cletus with the hell bite, that RKO
Ooh,
out of nowhere, guys. Cletus hits the mat and Sarabai starts kicking him in the side instead of uh, trying to go for the finish. It looks like Sarabai wants to inflict some more pain and suffering here to Cletus. Cletus is able to get to his feet, and both men are face to face, trading obscenities, just curse word after curse words and disrespectful insults to each other before Sarabai throws the first punch.
Well, what a hell of a way to start this match off.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying.
No. So Sarabai and Cletus are throwing punches as Sarabai kicks him in the gut. As Cletus doubles over, Sarabai hits him with a knee high to the face. A high knee to the face, excuse me. Cletus stumbles backwards as Sarabai tries to go for a big boot. Cletus was able to catch his leg. Cletus drops to his knees and causes Sarabai's knee to bend backwards.
oh,
God
Oh my
damn.
goodness.
oh,
Sarabai
God.
falls backwards and Cletus walks over and lifts Sarabai up. Cletus suplexes Sarabai against the corner.
Ow.
Sarabai rotates and sits in the corner. Good
What a
Jesus.
vicious buckle bomb from Cletus. And let's just talk about, listen, the human anatomy is not meant to bend and you know, contort in the way that we just saw Sarabai's knee do. Like, both of my knees, brothers,
Mm.
are in
You could
pain right
hear that sick pop
now. Yes.
when
My knees
the
hurt.
knee bent like that, and apparently we got some of the old FMW faithful. The crowd was eating that up at that moment.
I know they
Listen,
were.
I don't know what any of you individuals like or are enjoying, but this crowd is absolutely sadistic. That made my stomach
They
weak.
want to see a man take a red hot cherry branding iron and just into the skin of another man tonight.
That's
They
that.
are bloodthirsty right now.
Hey, in the hood, we call that a permanent tattoo.
Absolutely. I mean, usually you got to get jumped in first for one of those. Maybe
Right.
that's what's going on here.
Maybe. God damn. So Cletus has Sarabai against the corner, stopping him in the chest and face. After the sixth stomp, Sarabai grabs his boot and throws him backwards. Sarabai gets to his feet and hits Cletus with a loose stash press. That is a tongue twister. Sarabai is driving haymakers into the
What?
Sarah is driving haymakers right into Cletus' face. One punch bursts Cletus' nose wide open.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Here
there
we
it
go.
is.
Here
Yeah,
There
it
we
is.
go.
Business is
Cle-
about to pick up, gentlemen.
yes, it
By
is.
God.
Cletus kicks Sarah off of him and gets to his feet. Both men start getting to their feet. Sarah gives Cletus the middle finger as Cletus nails him
Whoa!
with a clothesline over the top rope.
Oh, shades of another deathmatch favorite over here in Japan, Mr. Bang Bang himself. Oh,
Bang
Cactus
bang!
Jack.
Wow.
One of my favorites of all time.
The
Absolutely. I mean,
Hardcore.
Cletus kind of bears a certain, like from a certain
similarity.
angle,
Yeah,
he
certain
kind of
Yeah.
looks like
similarities
old
between the two.
Cactus.
I mean,
Sarah and Cletus, they're brawling on the edge of the ring. Heavy lefts and rights are being tossed when Sarah ducks under a punch and hits Cletus with a European uppercut. Cletus stumbles backwards and holds onto the rope, regaining his balance. Sarah, scowling at this, walks to the the other end of the apron there, and he takes off running, and he spears Cletus off of the apron.
Oh,
Cletus then grabs Sarah's head and turns his. Oh my God! He reversed that
oh,
spear into a brain buster, as they say over here in Japan, on top of those unforgiving steel steps.
and the
Cletus rolls
sound.
off of the steps and he puts himself up on the pulls himself up on the barricade.
Did you guys
Oh my
hear the
God!
sound of
Oh,
skull connecting with steel?
that sick thud of
oof.
just oh
Jesus. Mm,
man, that I think he's busted open. I think
gotta
they're
be.
gonna share a little blood here tonight.
You
That
gotta be.
is
Gotta be.
absolutely disgusting.
Oh
Absolutely
god.
disgusting. Sarah
It's kind of beautiful. It's kind of beautiful.
Sarabai is staggering on the outside after receiving the brainbuster on top of the steel steps. Cletus runs and hits Sarabai with a vicious lariat, turning him inside out. As Sarabai
Ooh.
lays there, Cletus grabs a hold of the padding on the floor and rips it up, exposing the concrete below. And gentlemen, this is about to get very, very serious. Cletus grabs Sarabai and hits a Cerberus paradox, that F5 on top of the concrete.
God
Let me
damn.
repeat that. Cletus just nailed Sarabai with his finishing
Oh,
maneuver on top of the exposed
what
concrete.
a slap to the face! Absolute disrespect right there. Using another man's finishing hold against him.
That is terrible. So terrible.
Ouch.
Cletus then grabs the unconscious Sarabai and he drapes him over the barricade and he walks over to that flaming fire pit and he pulls out that branding iron and he walks over the Sarabai. Oh my God. He pulls down Sarabai's pants and he applies the branding iron right on the
Ooh.
Sarabai's left ass cheek.
Ow.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner is Cletus the Bum.
Ties it up.
He's back in it. It's back to 2-3 now.
And let me just say this, Mac. It might just be because of who our older brother is. Well, not my older brother because we're twins, but who our brother is. Um, I'm kind of interested to know what the brand was. Like, what branding does Sarabai have on his ass cheek?
Huh? I, I but what the word? I
What does it
can't
look like?
quite.
It
I can't
looks
make
like
it out.
it looks like HMA.
Oh
No,
God. Oh God.
Oh,
that's not it. What is it?
that that is definitely. I can see it now. That is the MPCW Productions logo
Oh,
right there
On the
on his
butt
ass.
cheek.
on his backside. He has been
On his
branded.
butt
He is
cheek.
property of MPCW Productions
Listen,
now.
Sarabai is officially the bitch of MPCW Productions.
Mm, mm. That is terrible. Gentlemen, I have to step away for a minute, but I will return as soon as I can. Please. I'll be back soon.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right.
Mac, CEO Donald Smith was happy about the stipulation and things of that nature of this match. However, I don't think he's going to be too happy about the fact that the branding went on the backside of an individual like Sarabai. You win
I
some,
mean,
you lose some. And sometimes you just really lose.
that was a hell of a loss right there. He is definitely not gonna forget this one anytime soon.
He's not going to sit properly
He's
for
not
a
going
few
at
weeks.
all.
For a few weeks. Unfortunately, but hey, throw some ice on it, throw some dirt on it, whatever you feel. He'll be all right, Sarbai. He looks like he's in a lot of pain. His knee, his head's busted open. His ass cheek got some branding on it.
Ah,
Bad loss for Sarbai tonight.
tough loss. But moving on to match number 3, we're not quite done with those Asylum references just yet, as we have a champions versus champions match. The
That's right now.
HCW World Tag Team Champions Nikki Hartman and Brackus are going to take on
CTC. CTC.
the Asylum Chaotic Tag Team Champions Lenore, Nevermore Lynn, and Ember Lynn. I feel like
Wow.
somebody pointed that out, the Lynn thing, the Team Lynn even.
Lenore Lynn, Emberlyn,
There's something
Lynn's.
there. There's something there. There's something there.
It's a work. It's a work. It's a work. It's a work.
It's a work in progress. I
It's a
mean,
work in progress. That's very
it's not
true.
quite that suplex state of mind that one guy got, but
We're
something to
working
work
on it.
on.
We're working on it. We're working on it. Listen, brother, how the hell did you manage to pull this off?
Well, you know, our my older brother, your twin brother, he he owed me a slight favor. So I thought why not keep the sibling rivalry kind of going a little.
I love it. I love it. Hey, I love it. And hey, we already got people saying
Oh
they're
ho
watching
ho.
closely how we destroy the chaotic tag team champions. I believe that is none other than the man himself, Brockus. Brockus lives. Hashtag, ladies and gentlemen, hashtag Brockus lives. Hashtag CTC. Hashtag chaotic tag team champions. Hell, for shits and giggles, hashtag Happy Man Asylum, because we are about to see exactly why there is a difference between mainstream and the Asylum with this match. I can guarantee it. Both of these
Absolutely.
tag teams are
Absolutely.
absolutely A1 phenomenal. And that's pun intended.
Phenomenal.
That is definitely pun intended. Guys, all 4 competitors are in the ring as the ref takes both sets of tag team championship belts. As we see Brock's nod to Nikki, who steps out of the ring. As we see Lenore and Amberlyn look at each other, and Lenore steps out of the ring as the bell sounds. Brockus and Amberlyn lock up with a collar elbow tie up as Brockus gets the upper hand with a quick kick to the gut, followed by a DDT.
Ooh.
Brockus goes to drag Emberlyn up, only for her to stand up and headbutting him, which
Oh.
causes him to stumble backwards as Emberlyn nails the Luthez press and begins delivering lefts and rights to the head of Brockus, who is able to bring his knees up, sending Emberlyn face first to the mat. Brockus and Emberlyn lay there recovering as Nikki and Lenore uh, begin riling up the crowd as we see Emberlyn and Brockus crawl to their corners and tag in Lenore and Nikki, brother.
Nobody wins in a headbutt.
Hell no, they don't. I don't care what size head you have, how hard it is. If you listened to your mama when you was younger, if you was a badass kid like Chris Mack was when we were kids, nobody wins
Hey,
in a headbutt ever.
I learned that the hard way there when we were younger.
I've received a few headbutts from you. I'm not gonna lie, they did not feel very nice.
Lenore and Nikki rush at each other, with Nikki ducking under a clothesline attempt. She bounces off the ropes and flies back, nailing a big cross body to Lenore. Nikki drags Lenore up and hits a German suplex with a. She gets that beautiful bridge on it, goes for that pinning combination. The ref, he's down in position. 1, 2. No, it's only good for 2. Nikki can't believe it. She sees Brackus waiting to be tagged in. As she runs over, she tags him in. He picks up Lenore and begins delivering the Brackus live. That fury of punches and kicks, backing her into the corner. Brackus backs up and he goes for a splash, only for Lenore to move out of the
Ooh,
way. And she
smart.
tags in Emberlyn. Emberlyn rushes back at Brackus and nails him with a forearm to the face, followed by a swift kick to the gut. She picks him up, going for a suplex, only for Brackus. He fights out of it and he nails her with a forearm to the back of the neck, that big clubbing forearm.
Mm,
This causes Emberlyn to stumble, but she begins laughing.
what the hell? See, here we go.
Here we
With
go.
that
These
asylum
asylum patients.
craziness.
That I'm telling you, it seems to throw Brackus off, which gives Emberlyn the opportunity to turn around, and she nails him with a vicious spear, and she goes for the cover as the ref begins the count, but Nikki breaks up the pin right as after the 1 count. Nikki drags Brackus back to their corner and tags herself in. We see Nikki glare at Emberlyn, but doesn't move toward her. This is enraging Emberlyn. She charges at Nikki, but Nikki sidesteps and swings around and gives Emberlyn a backstabber as
Oh my
Nikki
goodness.
then picks up Emberlyn and nails the shattered heart, that code breaker. She goes for the pin,
This is
but
it. It's
this time
over.
Lenore is in to break up the pinfall. He didn't even get to 1 that time. Those long
Smart.
legs from old Lenore paying off right there.
Smart strategy here by the chaotic tag team champions. Lenore breaking up that pin. Ladies and gentlemen, Nikki gets up and delivers a shattered heart to Lenore, another code breaker, sending
Ooh.
Lenore out of the ring. Nikki tags in Brockus and rolls out of the ring and begins brawling with Lenore on the outside. Brockus notices Emberlyn has gotten up and turns towards her just in time for her to hit the Banshee's cry. That
Ooh.
Whittle's peak. She goes for the cover on Brockus as the ref begins to count, but he notices that Brockus has his foot under the ropes, causing him not to even begin the count. So smart ring awareness by Brockus, but poor ring awareness by the young and upcoming Emberlyn Cross. Emberlyn is furious, Chris Mack. She is absolutely upset. You can see it in her body language. You can see it on her face as she picks up Brockus, only for him to nail her with a forearm to the throat, which I don't think the ref caught because that is an absolutely illegal move there, but he got it off. Ref didn't see it. And as we turn towards the outside, we see Lenore has been tossed into the timekeeper's area as Nikki grabs something from under the ring apron with the ref distracted. She slides in a crowbar to her partner Brockus, who smirks and picks it up. Unbeknownst to Nikki, Lenore is coming up behind her with the chair, but Brockus and Lenore swing
Uh-oh.
their respective weapons at their opponents, nailing them at the same time. And the referee sees this Chris Mack, referee doing his job
You
in the
gotta throw it
perfect
out.
position. The referee has just called for the bell as the match is a double disqualification.
Wow. This isn't over. These
Mm-mm.
two teams, I don't think they've seen the last of each other.
Hell no. Hell no. And let's just be honest, brother. That was an all out war.
It was
Okay.
absolutely.
That was a very extreme all out war. And listen, credit CTC for being able to contend with the insanity that comes with the asylum patients.
Absolutely. I mean, as
Also,
we seen that craziness starting to come out there,
oh
and
yeah, and,
I mean
and
that it could
listen,
have turned the match on a
yeah,
dime just like
if
that.
it didn't end the way it did, you might have had to be calling some EMTs and stuff, my brother. But you just hashtagged your statement just caused a trending hashtag in the ACW universe. Ladies and gentlemen, people are hashtagging long leg Lenore. That is a tongue twister if ever I heard. Long leg Lenore, long leg
Long
Lenore,
leg
long
north,
leg
long leg
Lenore.
north, long leg. If it'll get your tongue twisted, baby, if you will.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Match number 4. This is the match that me and you have been anticipating, or at least one of the matches me and you have been anticipating this
Absolutely.
entire evening. Flower Princess versus Southern Heart United States Championship steel cage match. Flower Princess walks in last, no limit, and internet champion. The winner walks out the first ever United States champion. And forgive me, brother, let me just spit out some history real quick. Flower Princess is no stranger to the title of first ever.
That's right.
She was
Absolutely.
she was the first ever intergender tag team champion underneath this brand. So she's no stranger to being in the bright lights under these circumstances, my brother.
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I mean, she's already made history in her own right here tonight. She's the last
Hmm.
no limits champion and the last internet champion of ACW. And in this match, at the end, she could very well make history again, becoming the first ever ACW United States champion.
Absolutely, my brother. Well, I'm gonna let you kick this match off. I'm excited, and I know you're excited. So let's give ACW Universe, let's give the people here inside of the beautiful Tokyo Dome what they want to see.
Southern Heart walks out of the back as Tough by Kelly Pickler plays over the sound system here in the Tokyo Dome, and the crowd erupts in cheer. Hey, there you go. The crowd erupts in cheers for the Southern sweetheart. She as she walks down the ramp, she interacts with the fans. When she gets to the bottom of the ramp, she sees the cage, she grabs it, she shakes it a little bit, getting a feel
Hmm.
for that unforgiving steel already as she walks into the cage. Flower Princess's music plays. Let Me Be Your Fantasy is blasting throughout the sound system here. Flower Princess walks out. She's not even paying attention to this crowd. She is above them right now. She is walking in with that No Limits Championship and that Internet Championship held high above her head, showing these people what a champion looks like. I mean, I think she left that NPCW Women's Championship in the back, maybe, but
Listen,
also then she
she
she's got another big piece of hardware back there too.
she also has a world champion on the PCW brand. Listen, this lady is draped in gold. Don't don't let this not be a mistake to anyone. Her name may be Flower Princess, but with all the gold on her shoulder, around her waist, She is a goddess inside of this MPCW umbrella.
I mean, she may look sweet and innocent on the outside, but hey, even a beautiful rose has
Has his
thorns.
thorns. Amen, brother. Amen.
As she walks towards the door, she glances at the new beautiful United States Championship at ringside. She walks into the cage. Flower print. I misspoke. Anyway, she walks into the cage. She lays down. She gives those belts up to the referee for the last time.
And guys, very reminiscent of a living legend to date, slams the cage door shut, reminiscent of the man, the myth, the legend. And no, I am not talking about the HHL, who is a man, myth, and legend. I am
Woo!
talking
Highlight.
about the dead man from Death Valley, the Undertaker. This is a I mean, let me just say this. As Southern Heart, seeing this structure obviously is going to put butterflies in your stomach. But seeing this pure confidence exuding from the pores of the Flower Princess, that has to play mind games with the
I mean,
Southern Heart.
she's no stranger to steel cage matches. I mean,
Hmm.
she invented her own type of cage match, a rose thorn cage match,
Yes,
which she mastered beautifully, might I add.
it's a painful
Thus,
match
the
to watch.
confidence of slamming that door and welcoming Southern Heart into her domain, even.
Agreed. Absolutely
I
agreed,
mean, you
my
could
brother.
even call it her kingdom.
Hey, amen. Amen. Both ladies meet in the center of the ring, getting in each other's face, not speaking a word, but the hatred between the two in their eyes are speaking volumes. As they
Absolutely. I mean, the
stand there,
tension between these two, it goes back. Look at the ladder match where Southern Heart, I mean, excuse me, where Flower Princess grabbed both of those title belts,
yes,
where Southern Heart had her hands on that No Limits Championship, but she just slipped, and Flower Princess took over there.
agreed, brother. I mean, history speaks volumes. Um, Flower Princess reaches up and slaps Southern Heart in the face.
The
Disrespectful.
disrespect.
The disrespect. Southern Heart, though, returns the favor by slapping
Oh,
Flower in the face
it's a little
before
Southern sass for
a
you.
little Southern, yeah, Southern sass, slamming her into the cage wall. Both ladies try
Oh,
dragging each other along the chain links. These guys are just kind of like tornadoing across this cage wall, just dragging each other's faces and bodies against this unforgiving structure. Both ladies um, are just going at it, but Flower Princess rakes Southern Heart's eyes and climbs through the ropes. Flower tries to spear Southern Heart, but Southern Heart moves out of the way as Flower Princess bounces off the cage and lands on the
oh.
mat. Southern Heart reaches down and lifts Flower Princess to her feet. Flower Princess and Southern Heart start trading lightning fast punches, both not giving in for anything. Flower Princess ducks under a punch and grabs a hold of Southern Heart and tries for a sidewalk slam, but Southern Heart is able to get out of it and hits a cold breaker on Flower Princess's left arm. And ladies and gentlemen, debilitating a limb with the maneuver like the royal knockout or the prettiest elbow is very devastating in this type of a match, especially for the Flower Princess. So smart strategy here by Southern Heart. As
That's
Flower
some good old Southern wrestling right there. Take a body part and pick it
and
apart from your
pick it
opponent.
apart.
Render it
Absolutely. Yep.
useless.
Absolutely. As Flower Princess falls backwards, Southern Heart bounces to her feet and hits a series of lariats till Flower Princess is on the mat. Southern Heart goes for the pin. One, 2, but Flower Princess kicks out right before the referee's hand can hit the mat for a third time.
Not quite enough right there. Maybe if she
Is
had
it
hit that more of Stan Hansen style, she may could have got the victory right there early in this match.
agreed? It's going to take a lot to take the Flower Princess off of her throne.
Oh, absolutely. Southern Heart then reaches down and picks Flower Princess up and she sets her in the corner. Southern Heart starts slamming her shoulder, driving it into the stomach of the Flower Princess. But Flower Princess suddenly she catches Southern Heart. Oh my gosh, she just nailed a Canadian destroyer out of nowhere right there.
That might
Oh
be it,
my
brother.
God.
That might
As
be it.
Southern Heart lays in the center of the ring, Flower Princess, she climbs to the top turnbuckle. Oh, there it is. And she connects with that beautiful, the prettiest elbow drop. She goes for the
It's
pin.
it.
1, 2. Southern Heart kicks out. Oh my God.
No way.
Very rarely do we see anybody kick out of that prettiest elbow drop.
I mean, let me just ask you this. When was the last time you saw anyone kick out of the prettiest elbow drop?
It's been a while. I mean, not off the top of my head can I recollect the last time that I've seen that. That's how effective that elbow drop is when she just drives it perfectly into her opponent.
Let me just put this into perspective for the people that are viewing. One of the greatest female competitors inside of ACW history was Necra Octavian Kane. That very same move we just saw the Flower Princess hit on the Southern Heart, the prettiest elbow drop, was the move that she utilized to win the women's championship from said Necra Octavian Kane. Southern Heart was able to kick out of the prettiest elbow drop. That is absolutely mind blowing.
Absolutely. Flower Princess, she is visibly annoyed. She starts the climb again. She stops on the top turnbuckle, but then she starts climbing to the top of the cage.
Smart.
Oh my God.
If she gets over the
She
top of the cage, she
stands
wins, right?
on the top of the cage. She's looking, but wait a minute. Oh my God,
No.
Shades of Jimmy's. Oh my God, she nails the prettiest elbow from the top of the cage. Oh my God. No, a moonsault. Excuse me, a moonsault. It happened so quick. Oh, I was confused. A beautiful moonsault. Flower and Southern Heart, they lay there trying to catch their breath. Flower is just able enough to drape the
Holy
arm
smokes.
over Southern Heart for the pin. 1, 2. It's oh my God. Southern Heart kicked out at 2 3/4. Oh my God. The
There is
fight left in
no
Southern Heart
way.
here.
No way
That
any
was
normal person should be able to kick out of the prettiest elbow drop or a moonsault
I
from
think she
30
nailed
feet in
a
the air.
variant of it where she nailed the moonsault, but as she came down, she nailed that elbow right into her opponent. That I don't have a name for that, but I'm sure there's something there.
No, listen, Southern Heart kicked out of it regardless, and that is amazing in itself. Flower Princess can't believe what just happened. She gets to her feet and screams at the ref as Southern Heart starts moving. She reaches up and catches Flower Princess with a schoolgirl roll up pin. 1, 2, but Flower Princess kicks out as they both get to their knees. They start trading forearms as they make it to their feet. Flower Princess catches Southern Heart with a knee strike to the stomach, followed by one to the face. As Southern Heart stumbles backwards, Flower Princess runs to the wall and starts climbing it. Southern Heart regains her senses and starts climbing up that cage wall after her. As Southern Heart and Flower Princess both scale the wall, Flower Princess grabs a handful of hair and starts bouncing Southern Heart's head off the chain links. After the third slam, Southern Heart braces herself. She then Flower Princess then hits Southern Heart with an elbow strike to the
Ooh.
face. Southern Heart grabs a handful of Flower Princess's hair and slams her head off of the links. Southern Heart carefully moves Flower Princess, wraps her arms around her head, and
Oh my
jumps off
God.
the wall as they both hit a DDT off the side of the cage. Both competitors are barely moving as the referee checks on both of them. Southern Heart starts to stir as she crawls towards the door. She pulls herself up on the ropes. She steps through the door, and both of her feet touch the ground. CEO Chris Mack, congratulations to you, and congratulations to the Southern Sweetheart Southern Heart, your winner and inaugural ACW United States champion, Southern Heart.
Wow. I mean, congratulations to both of these ladies. A mind-blowing match that they
That was
laid, and
intense.
we see the EMTs and trainer staff escorting Flower Princess to the back, and in the backstage area, what Trey Camp is standing there laughing at excuse me, at Flower Princess. He says it looks like that bag just got a whole lot lighter. Wow.
Wow. Well, disrespect at its finest, and hey, what else do you expect from an individual like the ace, the deacon of debauchery, Trey Camp?
Absolutely. Speaking of the All Allegiance champion, coming up next, our co-main event of the evening, a last man standing match. As
My
Trey
brother,
Kemp,
enlighten the ACW universe of the individuals, the high caliber individuals, the star powered individuals who are in this match.
we have Trey Kemp putting that All Allegiance championship on the line against a familiar foe to him, Mason Stevens, and this could be it. This could be Mason's final opportunity at gold. He was in the Sinister 16 tournament. He came so close to not one but two huge upset victories over Tim Cyphers, who we'll see
That's
later
true.
tonight. But
And
he
let me
delivered
just
a
go
huge
ahead.
upset victory early on in the tournament,
Hmm.
making Tim have to fight his way back in. Mason
And
has
we
come a
see where
long
Tim's at
way
now.
since he first
Yeah.
came here to ACW, and
And let
now
me
he's getting another crack. It's been a while since we've seen these two face off for that All Asia Championship, and he's getting another crack at it here tonight. And like I said, it could be his last golden opportunity for a while.
agreed, brother. Absolutely agreed. And let's just remind everyone, Mason Stevens may have had the opportunity for this All Allegiance Championship with the first ever MPCW mainstream draft that you and I hosted when he was traded or drafted, excuse me, from PCW, being the Boundless champion to
Absolutely,
ACW, earning himself that number one contendership for a championship of equal value of what he held. And like you said, brother, this is make or break for Mason Stevens tonight.
absolutely,
This is his
absolutely,
opportunity to make a statement. And if he fails, who knows what could happen with Mason Stevens. But if he succeeds, imagine if he succeeds, how his stock skyrockets here in one of the
imagine,
best promotions in all of professional wrestling, All Allegiance Championship Wrestling.
imagine the shockwave that it would send throughout the main, not only Allegiance Championship Wrestling, but the mainstream branch of MPCW.
Agreed.
I mean, this is one of the most prestigious championships in professional wrestling today. the all of these. It's been held by some of the absolute greats, and tonight he could etch his name into the history books.
Absolutely agree, my brother. Hey, let's get right into it. I mean, I'm excited for this one.
Both men enter the ring as the referee. He gives the final instructions to both men whose eyes are locked on each other. The
Laser
bell
focus.
rings, and both men come out fighting. Like I said, this could be Mason's final opportunity. He's got to put it all on the line here tonight.
Agreed.
It's an all-out fight. They're trading lefts, rights, gut punches. It looks like an
Kicks,
MMA fight out
everything.
here right now.
Yeah.
Trey catches Mason with a hard gut punch, and he puts some separation between the two men. He delivers a knee strike to Mason as he's bent down right on the jaw, almost on the button there.
Ooh.
Mason goes down. The referee begins counting, but he only makes it to three as Mason is quick back to his feet. Trey then charges in, but Mason sidesteps as then Mason hits a drop kick, sending Trey into the corner, but he's still on his feet. Mason, he goes to the outside and he's looking for some plunder out there under the
Uh-oh.
ring. Can he find something to keep the All Allegiance champion down? But Trey Camp makes his way out and he grabs Mason and he slings him into that guardrail. He picks
Oof.
Mason up again and then he drops him ribs first, right onto that unforgiving steel guardrail. And that has absolutely zero give, ladies and gentlemen.
None whatsoever. And let me just tell everyone, Chris Mack is a little bit on the sadistic side. He doesn't like all the padding and cushion and things of that nature. Chris Mack uses
Nah.
the old school WWF style guardrails at all of his shows, and those steel guardrails are not
I
forgiving.
mean, and inside the Tokyo Dome, you got to remember the ring area is surrounded by, it has those guardrails there by the fans, but there is an extra separation where there
Mm-hmm.
is a there are steel guardrails that have it. They're rigid. They're not a round bar.
Mm-hmm.
It's a rigid
Yeah,
edge
you
to
got a
these
point on
guardrails.
it.
So he's
Yes,
just he got lucky he didn't catch an edge, but he's landed right on that flat steel part
it could break
and
a
pushing
rib.
all
He
his
he
weight down on it. He could break a
he
rib right
very
there.
well could have broken a rib with that maneuver there from the Deacon Trey Camp. The referee begins counting again, but Mason is up at 7. Trey, however, has a steel chair in hand, but Mason nails a wheel kick to the chair, driving the steel into Trey Kemp's face. But it's not enough to keep the champ down as Mason grabs a metal trash can and slams it into Trey. He grabs a table and sets it up on the outside. He turns around and gets hit with the L7, that super kick from Trey Camp. Trey grabs Mason as they're up on the turnbuckle. Mason tries fighting back, but Trey slams Mason's head into the turnbuckle. He grabs Mason and sets him up and hits the Chi-Town slam to the table from the turnbuckle. Holy shit. That
Wow.
impact. The table just exploded.
Just explode. And ladies and gentlemen, like again, this is not your standard American table you've seen in table matches, DLC, etc. These are those hard Japanese tables that you have seen people land on and just bounce off of. And these
Agreed.
two men just destroyed one with the greatest
I,
of ease.
I mean, we got a taste of those tables at sibling rivalry. We saw numerous people get slammed into those tables, and it would not break. It takes a lot
Absolutely.
of force and power to put a body through those tables, and we just saw Trey Camp deliver that to Mason. But both men are down, and the referee is on the outside. He's checking on both men. Trey Camp somehow begins stirring as the referee begins counting. He gets to 8, and by pure will, Mason makes it to his feet. The match continues as it's beginning to take a toll on both men. The two men are back in the ring. Trey is stalking Mason. He's setting him up for one of his ace finishers when suddenly Flower Princess jumps the
Oh, here we
barricade.
go.
She grabs Trey's feet, pulling him into the corner and crashes his family jewels
Oh,
first into the post.
oh.
And what's this? She's using tape to secure his
What?
feet.
She's got some
Mason
kind of athletic tape there. Just she's binding
wrapping
his
his
feet
feet together.
where he can't get back up.
Mason hits Trey with a baseball slide
Oh
drop
my!
kick as
Right to
the
the face. Oh my
right in the
God.
kisser, right in the mush, as the referee begins counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Trey's not getting up, Chris Mack. 10. The bell
Sir.
rings. Your winner
Wow.
and new All Allegiance champion, Mason Stevens.
Wow. That disrespect backstage, that one moment, it came back to haunt Trey Kemp in a huge way right there.
Let me just say this to you. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned.
Absolutely. Trey comes to and he is livid. He just figured out what happened. Security comes down. They release him. They cut him free there, and he's throwing weapons everywhere. The security team has to escort him from ringside, and the camera pans and you can see Flower Princess up in the crowd, and she is laughing. She is
And waving
loving
at him.
this. Yes, waving goodbye to him. Wow.
Disrespectful. Hey, listen, that you might have some hell. Not just you, Chris Mack. Now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, I might have some issues come, Friday night, Thursday night, Friday night for PCW because both of these individuals happen to be on Phenomenal Championship Wrestling. I might have to up my security for that show just simply because of Reboot.
You may have to. I mean, we seen with I mean, we may all have to up security. I mean,
I
we've seen what
agree.
happens when the Church of Misery is quite upset. I mean,
It's
God,
true.
Bobby Wagner's still trying to pay off wrecked cars.
You. Oh my goodness, that is fact. You know how many cars that man has lost
Oh my,
due to the Church of
so
Misery?
many beautiful cars just destroyed.
There's a reason why I get a ride to all the shows now, simply because I do not want to fall under the same mistakes that Bobby Wagner fell under.
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now at the main event of the Reboot pay per view. And let me just say, so far, we have seen nothing short of phenomenal matches. Every single one from start to co main event have been absolutely 5-star matches. All of these amazing competitors putting it all out on the line, showcasing their talents, showcasing why they deserve to be on ACW, showcasing why they are the upper echelon of professional wrestling. But we are at the main event, Mr. Chris Mack. The ACW World Heavyweight Championship will be defended inside of Hell in a Cell as we see the ACW World Champion J.J. Streeter versus the Black Print Jackson Law versus the real Tim Cyphers. It's about to go down. There's no other way to put it, my brother. It's
There's
about
no
to
other way
go
to put
down.
it. It We're in for a war right here, ladies and gentlemen.
Agreed. As the Devil's favorite playground is locked into place, the ACW universe is on their feet in anticipation for what could be the conclusion to what some have called rivalry of the year. The real Tim Cyphers, the Black Print, Jackson Law, and the ACW World Heavyweight Champion, the heavy hitter JJ Streeter, have had months of classic matches and all out wars. It all comes to a close tonight inside of the demonic structure known as Hell in a Cell.
Absolutely 20 feet high, unforgiving steel with a top on this cage. There's no way in, there's no way out. When these three men are locked in there, they will literally be in their own hell.
Great, brother. Really by Kevin Gates plays on the PA system, and the crowd erupts with cheers as the real Tim Cyphers makes his way out to the entrance stage and down to the ring. He pauses for a moment and stares at the Hell in a Cell structure. Determination and grit can be seen on the face of Tim Cyphers as he steps through that cell door and rolls into the ring. Renegade by Eminem plays on the PA system. Jackson Law steps out to the entrance stage and surveys the crowd, and the Tokyo Dome fans here are loving everything about what this match has in store for them. Jackson Law kneels on the stage and extends his arms, causing pyrotechnics to fire off around the arena, causing the crowd to erupt with excitement. Law makes it to his feet and walks slowly down the ramp, playing mind games here as he stalks the cage, keeping his eyes locked on Tim Cyphers. Instead of immediately just going in, he makes the long trip around this demonic structure, eyes locked on Tim Cyphers. Law makes it to the cell door and walks inside. Law slides into the ring, trash talking Tim Cyphers, and the referee, Chris Mack, has to step in between them and prevent things from exploding early.
Oh, these two are ready to go at it right here, right now. But there's one more competitor, the man himself, the world heavyweight champion of Allegiance Championship Wrestling. He is the heavy hitter. He represents the Church of Misery. J.J. Streeter, as Last Days Bionics plays throughout the PA system. The world heavyweight champion, J.J. Streeter, he walks out onto the stage and he raises that new championship high above his head. Streeter pumps the crowd up, and he's getting a mixed response here, but they are excited for this. They know
Yep.
what they've paid the ticket to see here tonight. Excuse me.
Hey, it doesn't get any better than a world championship being defended inside of the Devil's favorite playground, this Hell in a Cell structure.
I mean, this is something that the fans here in Tokyo, Japan, don't really get to see. This is a treat for them to come here tonight and see these three great champions in their own right go to battle here tonight.
Agreed.
He makes his way down to the ring. Streeter stops at the cell door. He grabs the cage and he's shaking it. He's getting that feel for that unforgiven steel he's about to be locked inside of with these other two men. A sick smile comes across his face as he walks through the cell door, and he slams it behind him. Shades of the Undertaker once again here tonight. The referee on the outside, he locks the door. He heads up the ramp. He gives me the key. I'm going to be the one with the key. I'm the only man to let anybody in and out of this demented structure. The referee, he calls for the bell as all three men stand prone in the middle of the ring. They're soaking it in this moment in the middle of the Tokyo Dome. Hell in a
Like,
Cell. It's all on the line. All the
just
chips are in.
just listen for a moment, Chris Mack, Dre, Horton. Listen for a moment to the cheers. It's absolutely deafening inside of the Tokyo Dome right now. These fans are ready for a war right now. Just soak it in. It's amazing.
Yes, in their native language of ACW, ACW,
I
ACW,
mean, this is
ACW.
normally a quiet crowd you get here in Japan, but we have fans from all over the world have descended upon the Tokyo Dome for Reboot and for this match in particular.
Agreed.
Yes, yes, yes.
Law
Guys,
and
this very well could blow the roof off of this Tokyo Dome,
I'm,
Mac.
I
You
mean,
should have got insurance on this Tokyo Dome
hey,
because this might blow the roof off.
in the contract, we're not liable for this one. I'm made sure, especially for this match, we're not liable. This is on the
That's,
people of Tokyo here.
that was my brother.
You know, I get into enough legal troubles by myself. We don't need any more.
Yes, you do.
Hey,
Look at the deal.
but I don't have to pay $3 million to shut somebody up. I'm just saying.
Hey, if you know, you know.
Right.
Oh man.
Law and Streeter lock eyes. They point at Cyphers, and it looks like they're planning to team up on him.
Are we
Cyphers
gonna see an
rolls.
alliance?
He rolls out of the ring, and he's digging under that ring, and he stands to his feet, and he's got it's a mop handle of sorts. It doesn't have the mop. It's that solid wood handle he's got there. He's
Uh-oh.
got a little bit of an equalizer there.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Law
Here we go.
connects a super kick to the jaw of Streeter, knocking him to the mat. Cyphers rolls back into the ring and waits for Law to turn around. Law ducks under that swing from Cyphers, and he hits the ropes on the rebound. Cyphers nails Law with a back elbow drop, dropping him to the mat with both Streeter and Law down. Cyphers takes turns delivering blow after blow to the backs of these competitors. He broke the mop handle.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my, that solid piece of wood,
Oh,
ladies and
wow.
gentlemen, it's now snapped in two. He tosses it to the outside. He pulls Streeter to his feet, and he's repeatedly nailing those knife edge chops to the chest of Streeter, and you can hear the crowd, woo! Woo! With each and every
Woo!
chop to the chest. He drives Streeter to the corner. Cyphers, then follows up with a roundhouse kick to the midsection and the chest of Streeter, dropping him to a seated position. But Law is back on his feet and nails Cyphers with a stinger splash. Ow! Law whips Cyphers into the ropes and follows up with a sling blade. Law then charges at Streeter and connects double knees to the chest area. He drags Streeter out of the corner. He hooks the leg. Could this be it? One. No. Kick out at one. Oh, my God. He's going to need more than that to keep the champ down here.
Agreed. Absolutely agreed. It could just be mind games from Law, or he could have really honestly thought that that's all it took, to take down the world champ. But like you said, my brother, Streeter kicked out at one.
I mean, these three men, they're in for the long haul here tonight. They're not giving up this soon that easily.
Agreed. Law pulls Streeter to his feet and sets him up for a Samoan drop. Streeter fights out of it and shoves Law forward into the waning arms of Cyphers, who delivers a vicious belly-to-belly release suplex. Law wisely rolls out of the ring, leaving Cyphers and Streeter inside. The two competitors exchange words as they circle each other and eventually lock up in the center of the ring in a collar elbow tie-up. Streeter gets the advantage and transitions to a side headlock. Cyphers guides Streeter back to the ropes and whips him across the ring, breaking the hold. Streeter rebounds with a shoulder knockdown. Streeter runs the ropes again. He hops over Cyphers. Cyphers gets to his feet and catches Streeter with a drop kick. Cyphers pulls Streeter to his feet and nails him with a clothesline over the top rope, and business is about to pick up as we're on the outside of the ring, guys. Cyphers motions for Streeter to get to his feet. Cyphers runs the ropes and connects with a suicide dive through the middle rope, driving Streeter back first into the cell wall. Cyphers is quick to his feet as he drives his shoulder into the midsection of Streeter again, causing his back to connect with that unforgiving cell wall. Cyphers lifts Streeter up and delivers a back suplex onto the ring apron.
Oh, the
Hardest
hardest part of
ring.
exactly.
As Streeter lays there, Cyphers races around the ring, setting up for his patented drive-by move. He makes it back to Streeter, but is met with a chaos dagger out of nowhere. That spear, courtesy of Jackson Law.
Law then grabs Cyphers
I was out.
and pulls. He grabs Cyphers. He pulls him to his feet, and he drills him with a suplex, tossing Cyphers into the cell wall. Cyphers gets into a seated position as Law then nails him with a beautiful shining wizard to the cell. Law turns his attention back to Streeter, who's in the ring. He rolls underneath the bottom rope, and he's stalking Streeter. He's waiting for him to stand up. He creates distance, and he charges, looking for a splash, but Streeter catches him on his shoulder. Streeter delivers a huge running power slam, planting Law right in the middle of the ring. He hooks the leg. 1,
He's gonna
2,
retain.
no! Kick out by Jackson Law.
Oh my goodness! I thought Streeter was going to retain.
I thought he could have had it right there.
I did too.
Wow.
I did too, y'all. I really, this is phenomenal as hell. I had to say this one time, but this is fucking phenomenal match, guys.
Absolutely.
So Streeter goes for the pump handle slam, but Law breaks out of the hole. Law goes for a chop block, but Streeter leaps over him. Law gets to his feet and is met with a brutal big boot.
Oh my goodness.
Streeter pulls him to his feet, runs the ropes. He drills Law with a running European uppercut. Streeter signals for the end as he sets up Law for the heavy-handed right cross. Unbeknownst to Streeter, Cypher gets into the ring and hits Streeter with a drop kick, causing him to collide with the referee, knocking the ref out. That is a big hell no.
Yeah.
Cyphers waits for Law to begin to get to his feet and nails him with a curb stomp. Streeter begins to get up. Streeter begins to get up. It's met with a curb stomp for his troubles as well. Cyphers hooks the left as the crowd chants. 1, 2, 3.
Damn it.
Mac, you got to do something, man.
Makes it to his feet. Cyphers makes it to his feet, frustrated. Cypher shakes the referee, but he is still out cold. Cypher raises his arm as Chris Mack's music hits. Chris Mack, with an additional referee, races down to the ring. Chris Mack pulls out the key to the cell door and unlocks it. The referee opens the door and gets into the ring. Out of nowhere, receives a forearm shot to the back of his head, knocking him down to the floor. KC Riddle grabs Chris Mack and tosses him headfirst off the cell. What
Oh
the
no.
fuck? Flower Princess make her way down to the ring as KC Riddle begins to get into the cell. Cyphers runs the ropes and nails Riddle with a dive through the ropes, knocking Riddle back out of the cell. Cyphers makes it to his feet and begins to brawl with KC Riddle. The two men exchange lefts and rights, spotting up the ramp. Flower Princess make her way over to the cell door and looks down. A
Dre,
smile
what's
comes.
she doing?
I don't know, brother, but a smile comes across her face as she picks up the key to the door.
Oh no.
She shuts the door and locks it. Flower Princess drops the key in her cleavage and hops over the barricade and disappears in the crowd.
Oh wow. That is not. I mean, I'm sure Chris Mack did not anticipate, getting first off physically assaulted by the group known as Renegade. Secondly, Flower Princess just locked the cell door, leaving Jackson Law and JJ Streeter locked inside of this cell. She took the key. Dre, she took the key. The only way to get back into this cell is with that key and disappears in the crowd. Cyphers hits Riddle with a super kick, knocking him to the floor. He turns around and races down to the cell. Cyphers goes to open the door, but it's locked, Dre.
Oh. Yeah,
Cyphers shakes the door, trying to break it open, but to no avail. Inside of the cell, Law is to his feet. He sees Cyphers in a panic mode and realizes what is going on. Law taunts Cyphers, who is freaking out on the outside of the cell. Law turns as Streeter goes for a heavy-handed right cross. Law ducks as Streeter connects with the replacement ref, knocking him out cold.
Damn!
Both referees have been taken out in this match, guys. Streeter turns right into Lawless, that ripcord knee strike. Law lifts Streeter onto his shoulders, and you can see Cyphers on the outside just absolutely beside himself because he can't get into the ring and he doesn't have the key.
He's pissed.
Law lifts Streeter onto his shoulders
he is pissed.
and hits him with the kneel at the altar, the 3.0, that GTS into a code breaker. But Streeter, to everyone's surprise, including Law, tries to get to his feet. The world champ will not stay down, but Law drills him with the hallowed ground, the curb stomp, and the initial referee begins to stir as Law hooks the leg as Tim is screaming at the referee. The referee he's coming to. Law hooks the leg of Streeter, staring directly into the eyes of Cyphers, and the referee slowly counts 1, 2, 3. Your winner and new ACW World Champion, the Black Print, Jackson Law.
Ooh, after all that back and forth, we got a new champion. Not the way we thought we was going to get a new champion, and not the person we thought was going to get a new champion, but ladies and gentlemen at Acw Reboot, we have a new champion in the Black Print Jackson Law. But wait a minute now. Hold on just a second. Cypher is completely beside himself with rage as he kicks and stomps the cell door. Chris Max finally gets to his feet and calls for security to restrain Cyphers, and he tries to plead with him. Chris Mack and Cyphers, under the escort of security, head to the back. Renegade by Eminem plays as Flower Princess and KC Riddle make their way out to the ring. As the sail is raised, Flower Princess rolls into the ring and shares a moment with Law. She wraps the ACW championship around his waist as Riddle lifts him up on his shoulders.
Wow.
Oh, sons of... Damn it!
Well, boss, we just lost our championship to the Renegade. Now what's next?
Casey Riddle, you little son of a bitch. At our next showcase show, you're gonna face the mighty mastodon of misery. You're gonna face Mammoth Mayhem at Red, White, and Bruised. So you get ready. You're gonna get what's coming to you. And Jackson Law, I'm gonna get Tim settled down. And you're next. Damn it!
I mean, ladies and gentlemen,
Well,
rightfully
ladies and gentlemen,
so.
you heard it right here today.
Agreed, and rightfully so. CEO of ACW, Chris Mack, my brother, every right, every reason to be upset and frustrated right now. Physically assaulted and attacked by the group called Renegade. Jackson Law, the heist of the century, maybe, just won the ACW World Heavyweight Championship, the brand new ACW World Heavyweight Championship, which has been net worth at over $3 million. Chris Mack went out and paid a lot of money for this brand new championship, and for it to change hands in this manner, where Chris Mack was attacked, and Tim Cyphers, being the hero that Tim Cyphers is, trying to save and help the CEO Chris Mack, he gets locked out of this cell courtesy of Flower Princess. No way back into the cell, and Jackson Law, the ultimate opportunist, takes advantage of JJ Streeter, wins the World Heavyweight
You
Championship.
damn coward!
I mean, ladies and gentlemen, Chris Mack has every right to be upset here tonight. Dre, I'm sure you're probably, like myself, not very happy about the outcome of this match. However, the
No,
show must go on. You know what I
no.
mean? So I mean, Mac,
I'm gonna meet
you
with
gotta
the rest
figure
of
Yeah,
the
I know
board,
now.
and we're gonna figure something out. You can bet your ass, Jackson Law.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
Lord
ACW,
have mercy, Jesus.
this has been ACW Reboot. Amazing, phenomenal, just great matches from top to bottom. I am the PCW CEO, Malcolm King. Alongside me, your beloved ACW CEO, Chris Mack, your beloved ACW General Manager, Dre Horton. As our brother, the CEO, Donald Smith, would say, it is time to cut it out.
Cut
We will see
it
you
out.
guys on Thursday night for the results of Phenomenal Championship Wrestling, where misery comes to the land of Phenomenal. But for now, we'll see you very, very soon.